This is part two of Parkhurst escape, and when Andy Rogers got away over the wall with Keith, and there were that incredible times, incredible escape. And I remember we were all back in the wing, and the word was going around, that they slipped out the door through the gymnasium. Big Roy came back from the gym, and people were beginning to understand that there was something really afoot. Anyway, next thing, it's bang up at 9:15, and next thing, all the screws come in the wing of it 7:45, half hour, 7:45, they're trying to get a roll count, so they all come running on the wing, and I'm on D wing with the lads. We're up on the floors at the top, and next minute the screws are everywhere, and they're holding the bottom, and everyone thinks by now that we're all on a close down. The whole place is getting shut down, everyone's going to get spun, the place is going to get torn apart, and we're going to lose all our hoots, we're going to lose everything. So we're going to have a party. So as the screws and all that, it's all milling down the bottom, and we're going to come up the stairs to shut everyone behind the doors. No one was going behind the doors, everyone refused. We said, no, we ain't going behind the doors. We'll go behind the doors at bang up time, 9:45, simple as that. No one's going behind the doors. And they went to rush up the stairs, but everyone rushed out, and all over the railings, all shouting and screaming at them and flinging things. And Dave Joddy stands at the top of the stairs, takes out his willy and starts peeing, just pissing from the top of the stairs right down to them all down at the bottom of the wing. It's an old Victorian wing, the galleys and the space in the middle, and he's peeing it from the top all the way down to the ground all over them, and they weren't pleased with that. So there was a big sort of standoff, and so we got all the hooch out, everyone got the hooch, we're all partying, we're all singing our goodbyes and all that, you know what I mean, because everyone, this prison will never be the same. And sure enough, when eventually they did get us behind the doors, which we went at our own accord at the correct time, bar give 5 or 10 minutes, for the latecomers who were too drunk, because we drank everything, smoked everything, get rid of everything, ate everything, you name it. It was just like a mad big party for an hour and a half. And so sure enough, we're all behind the doors, and expecting a lockdown for at least 5 to 7 days. So we're all prepared for it. And then the next morning, unlock, everyone's unlocked, everyone's gone out on the boot, and the screws, I swear to God, I've never seen such a darkness descend upon a uniform before. It was just a big cloud of misery, walking about with keys that cried at every lock it turned to release the prisoner within. Oh, they did not like it. They were broken, the officers, absolutely broken, destroyed morally. 2 prisoners with another to make free, make good their escape. Through the fence they cut a hole, and with a ladder they built in our workshops. They got over that wall, and gone they were, gone into the world beyond. And of course we were loving it. And what came from that is because Parkhurst had a high degree of category A prisoners, and I indeed myself was cat A there. And so what happened is every morning, so we get opened up every time we were locked up, and then to get opened up, 1 or 2 cat A's would be gone, they would be missing. The escort would come in and both, and they're gone. All the cat A's had to go because they could no longer hold category prisoners now that there's been an escape of that magnitude. So we're all waiting to go, and it was like, he's still here. It was one of them as we dwindled down all the cat A's and all the high risk and everything, and we're all getting moved all over the country. And I remember I was coming in from education about a week odds later, and as I say, the prison just ran as normal. It was absolutely incredible that it did. No one expected it, but nonetheless. And a week later, Big Roy Ivers, he said, "Here, Kev, come here." I'm like, "What's up, big man?" Formidable big man, Roy. Man, she's one to word with you. You hold your breath for a minute just in case. I could tell you a story or two about Roy, but of course I wouldn't. He's a good lad. And he's like, "Kev, we said you're off the book." I'm like, "What?" He said, "You're off the catty." I'm like, "What you mean? How do you know that, big man?" He's like, "I overheard them telling you, don't say nothing, but you're off the book." And sure enough, about an hour later, I'm called down, and took into the office, and both there it is. I'm no longer a category A. I'm like, wow, so someone get a benefit from the escape. Me, I get to take off category A. And I was 11 and a half years. I was category prisoner, high risk cat A, and all that, double cat A for 6 years. You know what I mean? They didn't know what to do with me. And all I was telling and saying was, I'm an innocent man and I won't give up. I will never give in because I should not be in prison. And I will not easily stand by and be persecuted for a crime I didn't do. I want justice, I want freedom. Now, every day I woke up, I asked if I was going home that day, I was to be released. Have you come to your senses? And no, get behind that door, O'Neill, get behind that door. You're convicted. And they began to say I was in denial. Like I had an inability to come to terms with the enormity of my actions, my guilt, you know, at the loss of Mark's life. And they said I was cushioning myself by saying I never did it. In denial, that's what they termed it. A person who was innocently convicted and put into prison for 30 years on top of life for a crime that he didn't do. That person was now deemed in denial. So there I was, in denial, and no longer cat A, which was a good thing. You know, I was high risk B cat, and I remained high risk B cat for 5 years. Then I was down to B cat. And back in Parkhurst. Parkhurst was this mad prison, you know, it really was an interesting place. I remember this other plot we had, and it was on one of the wings, because we all got moved from the wings and dispersed around the prison. No longer would they keep us all together. Who was on D wing and involved in one way or another with the escape, even if it was just to see the aftermath. Nonetheless, you were there for you have a form of guilt, so we will punish you mercifully for it. But 6 days later they got caught, sadly, because of Keith Rose, as I said, saying they could do the plane. And you know, you get people like that saying they can do things, and it was like what was saying in Other Wings with this man called Big Mickey Underwood. He's a big formidable man, massive man, big strong character, and he was a bullshitter. Ultimately, he talked so much shit. He said when he was arrested that he was up a tree and he had one child in this hand and one child in that hand, and he managed to get down, and he's standing there surrounded by armed officers all pointing machine guns at him and all that, because he was a bank robber and all that. And he really made himself out to be some sort of character, a big hard man in the gangster world and the underworld. And it was about Walter Mitty, you know. He used to sell my puff and that for me, run around and give him wee business. But then he began to think it was his own. It was, you know, grandeur thoughts. And I remember we had this plot going on about this horrible screw, and they used to play, I tried to play the pool on the landings where we used to congregate, and we were like, I can't have that. We didn't want that man around, and we want to play pool with the weak individuals of the wing. And also we were up to all sorts, making our distilled hooch and all that, so we needed the space. We didn't have time to have screws fucking playing pool outside, you know what I mean, the landing where we're up to what we're up to. And we told Mickey, but you know, him being him, he thought better. Anyway, I remember we had made this flash bomb up with shite, and we, you know, got the shite in there, and we had it fermenting for a while, you know, you tighten it up, and then the gases, they start to put the pressure and build up. So you have to really be careful what you're doing. So we had this flask bomb, the shite bomb made up, and we had the rope round it, you know, and it was one of them you swirl round. And what was to happen is one of the lads was going to bally up, run out the cell, smash his flask at the officer over the side of his nut, you know, and it exploded everywhere. There'd have been a big explosion of jobby everywhere. Oh my God, that would have been a howling sniff that night. But these are the things that we used as an armoury. We used what we could. So we had this flask, a bomb all ready, and we had the assassin ready to strike. Next thing, Mickey Underwood comes up, he's like, I've just been called in the office. We're like, well, what for? What do you mean? Oh, you've been called in the office, and you know what I mean? I had to tell them that I lost my flask. Someone, you know, took my flask, and I lost it. And we're like, what? And they're like, well, what'd you get called in for? It's like, no, because I said earlier someone stole my flask. So we're like, ah, fuck's sake, man, what's happening here? Well, he's when I went tipped him off. You know what I mean? That there's a plot going down with this flash bomb. So the screw didn't come out to play his pool and all that. Mickey said he didn't. You know what I mean? It was just coincidence, and he thought someone stole his flash bomb. But anyway, at the end of the day, the hit didn't go down. The screw didn't get jobbied. But nonetheless, he didn't play pool there again because, you know, he got tipped off. And I remember going in and he had a couple of ounces of puff of mine. So I went in and I said, oh, big man, there's a discrepancy in the count, you know what I mean? You need to weigh all the puffing and all that back. He said, give us what you got just now and I'll put it with the rest. And we're going to have a count up and see what's happening, what we're short of. He said, oh, yeah, no problem, big man, yeah. And he's like, oh, there's some crack there in it. Oh, I was looking forward to doing that screw, fuck's sake, man. You know what I mean? Imagine stealing my flask, you know what I mean? I would have moved me in the picture, you know? You know I wouldn't do anything against you lads, you know what I mean? I'm with you, solidarity all the way. I'm like, no, big man, these things happen. And I got the puff off him and all that. Then went out and got rid of it, planked it where it should be planked, where it's not be found. And then I went back and I said to the big man, you know, gave him his character. And he wasn't a friend thereafter, you know, and I said, we do believe that you stuck us all in and you brought that plot to the attention of the officers so it didn't happen, because you're a shite bag. You're more of a shite than what was in that flask, you know, so you need to fuck off, you need to go, or we will get rid of you our way. You're a big lad, so all this, you're this and you're that, you're not, mate, you're just a fucking fool. We know what you've done. He shit it, and he did, because we had a big ban here a few months before, and another situation with Jeff Horrigan and that, and we were against this big Iranian mob, and there was a big standoff up in the association room at the top, and I'm talking about 15 aside and a serious standoff with pure violence that was going to be perpetrated in any sign moved falsely, and he tried to get away. He was to watch my back, you know, and we all watch each other's backs. And everyone was standing all tooled up and everything, and I can't. He fucking froze when it went off, and he froze, left me vulnerable. I had to protect him, and this guy was nearly 7. Well, he's about 6'5", big fucking man, and I had to protect him on this big brawl that happened. Alright, it wasn't a serious one. It could have escalated, but nonetheless, it showed his worth, and so we got rid of him after the fast situation because his character was called into question, and that's Parkhurst, you know. And this all sort of came after the escape. Before the escape, it was absolutely a solid prison, because in the wing that I was in, you had to be voted to get on the wing. You couldn't just get on the wing. You had to know and be voted by the lads. And it was Big Rab Harper that actually voted for me and Archie and Pat Purcell to get me on the wing, and on the wing I got after about 2 months on the induction wing, A wing, and then I got on to D wing. That's fantastic, but great people. But of course we all got dispersed and split up, and all the cat eyes got moved out. The screws were actually demoralised fully, and that was the rest of the Parkhurst escape when I was there, when the lads chose to go home without parole or finish completion of sentence, and because of Andy, you know, what they did to him with the extra 5 years and that, yeah, he done that rather than kill himself, and at the end he got 18 months in prison added on, which doesn't matter because he was alive, or that was his judge saying that he understands and he accepts why the escape happened. So that was my version of my insight. I've been there, been in the thick of it, personally, seen it with my eyes and my ears, and speaking out my own mouth the truth of the Parkhurst escape. So it was nice speaking to you again. God bless, and those behind the wire, I salute you. Try and be good, because there's a world there waiting for you, and I want you all to be part of it. God bless. Bye.